Now, I wanted to ask, which is the big idea?
This one must be a unique idea for a fact.
You're listening to Blue Radio, bringing the vibe.
This is the Blue Radio. This is the Breakfast Vibe Show, and my guest is already in studio with me, Daylene Bichanga. I hope I'm not butchering the name, by the way.
Not really.
Okay, what is your name?
My name is Daylene Bichanga.
Bichanga.
Yes.
Oh, so the nga.
Yes.
All right. And who? The hardest question in the world. Who are you?
Oh my goodness. Indeed, it's really a hard question. So, my name is Daylene Bichanga. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. And I'm passionate about changing the lives of entrepreneurs, creating a difference in the community. Yeah, just being that change agent in our society. Absolutely.
Wow. So, being the change agent. I think everyone dreams of being a change agent at some point. So has this always been your dream, like ever since you're a kid, you're like, I want to be a change agent when I grow up?
Not really. I think situations or circumstances facilitate the urge or the dream to create a difference. So it also depends like where you've come from, the kind of upbringing that you've had. So for me, I came from a community that had a lot of problems, had a lot of issues, starting with teenage pregnancies, starting with so many of the community members were coming from very low or humble backgrounds. So I wanted to change that perception that it doesn't matter where you're coming from, it doesn't matter your background. When you have the passion and you have a dream to make a difference, it can always happen. So I dreamt of one day just being a role model, being a mentor to girls, just being a voice for people who feel like they are disadvantaged in life. And just by my way of life, I'm able to motivate them to be great people, to think positively, just to inspire them to be the kind of people they would want to be. So that has always been my vision. It has always been my goal to create a change in the lives of people. Wow.
And so that has led to the birth of Nia Ventures, right? And Nia Ventures, tell us about Nia Ventures, what it is and how you came about with the idea of Nia. I hope Nia tunasemanga Nia ni nini, like Nia ni the urge. Is it the urge?
The purpose?
The purpose.
Oh, the will.
The will, exactly.
Yes.
I was looking for that. Hey, what led to the birth of Nia Ventures and why Nia?
All right. Thank you so much. Nia Ventures came about first as an idea. In Nia Ventures, I'm one of the co-founders. I have my co-founder, Lillian Wambua. So we've been working with Lillian for quite a while, for over 5 years in different projects. So we worked in the previous project, and towards the end of the project, we were thinking about what next for us. We've been in this field, in this industry for quite a long. We have the experience. What next? And then we decided, like, for us to just come together, put our heads together, and think of what can we do to continue with what we have been doing in the field of business development services. So we came up with the idea of Nia Ventures. So Nia Ventures simply comes from the Swahili word Nia. So in English, it can be translated as having a will or a purpose. So we've been working with entrepreneurs from different sectors. And this time around, we wanted to come up with this particular project where we want to inspire entrepreneurs who have the will and a purpose to make a difference in the entrepreneurial journey. So Nia Ventures is simply an organization that supports entrepreneurs, that supports founders, that supports startups who want to innovate, be creative, and come up with products or services that are able to create real-time differences in their people's lives, and also creating a positive change in the health of our planet. So basically, we want to inspire somebody who just wants to start a business. Maybe they have an idea, they don't know what to do next. We want to inspire them by creating this will in them, this purpose that yes, they can do it. And when they come to Nia Ventures, we support them now innovate very impactful products or services that can now contribute to the positive change in the way startups or entrepreneurs or businesses are run in Mombasa. Yeah.
So when you talk about that, feels more of development. So the question is, did you ever study development in your life?
Yeah, I think I did bachelor's in education, and of course, in some of the modules that we cover, there's the aspect of development, be it in the community, you know. So I think that helped me also to align myself to creating a positive impact in people, because when you talk about education, you talk about social development, it all affects people who are living in this world. So I think with that expertise, it has really helped me now to gather skills and knowledge to be able to develop people to become better. Yes.
The good question. Sasa, if you did education, ulisomea, ulikuwa mkwe mwalimu wa nini?
Because people start asking me questions. Why are you not in education and you are here? But what I want to say is that whatever you study in the university doesn't really matter so much. What matters is the knowledge and how you're able to translate that knowledge to real-time issues. So you find that even with my background in education, I'm still able to apply it in whatever I'm doing currently. And I'm very comfortable and very okay with what I'm really doing.
Yeah, because it helps you, I think, you know, be a better trainer, because you've already been trained to be a trainer, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Nia Ventures, the idea came around last year.
Absolutely.
So normally when people have an idea and they want to make it into a business, they go for trainings, and you have offered them trainings.
Yes.
So when you guys came up with the idea, did you think of going for a training, and you were like, we are going to train ourselves to do this business?
So for us, even during our previous engagement with different organizations, of course, we've been going for these training of trainers forums. We've been doing professional development programs for ourselves. So we feel fit to advance and to incorporate what we've learned to come up with our own organization. So it's always a continuous process. Even last week, I was in another TOT where we were looking at Get Ahead, Gender and Entrepreneurship together. So when you get such kind of a certification and you're operating an organization or a company, then it makes work easier for you, because you're able to understand the way things run, how to curate content, how to come up with needs analysis of your intended entrepreneurs. So those kind of trainings keep you going and they keep you afloat. Yes.
So in as much as when you started, how, of course, this is a program. I believe it's an organization that needs funding.
Yes.
Because when you're going to train people, I believe you'll have to. This is just my perception, so I just want to hear from you.
Yes.
Do you guys look for funding, or now is it a model where the people who are coming for training are the one to, like, you know, pay some fee to get the expertise and skills from you? How are you going? How are you doing as Nia Ventures?
All right. So I think any established organization, of course, you need to source for funds to run your programs. So there are various ways in which you can source for funds. One, maybe you can apply for grants, or you can apply for financial support from developed world, or you can charge for your services. So at Nia Ventures, we have all those options that are coming in. So let me just say for this particular project that we're about to roll out, we have partnered with our good partners, Close the Gap Hub, whom we're going to be supporting them implement the Boost Plus project as their consultants. So there are those various avenues in which you get support. But I know for sustainability purposes in the near future, such kind of programs are paid for. But for the one that we are about to roll out, it's fully funded because we got a grant from these developed nations. I don't want to mention the name. But going forward, I think as Africans or as a sustainability model, I think when somebody is able to acquire these skills, he or she is supposed to actually be in a position to pay for them. Yes.
All right. So as an entrepreneur, and I want to come on board, you've said you have a program already.
Yes.
So how do I come on board? How do I enroll or register into the program?
All right. So we are currently rolling out the Boost Plus project. It's a new program that is gonna be starting this month. And what you need to do as an entrepreneur to sign up for that program, you can visit our social media handles. That is Close the Gap LinkedIn, Close the Gap Twitter, Close the Gap Facebook page, Close the Gap Hub Facebook page. You'll find our posters there. You can also go to our Nia Ventures social media handles also. That is Nia Ventures Facebook page, Nia Ventures LinkedIn, and also very soon we are going to get into Instagram. So you can find our posters there. You can just, there's a link, you can just click on it and then you're able to register, we're able to get your details. So after you have signed up, then we now go into the process of recruitment, where we are looking at these kind of applications that we have. So for you to be eligible, let me put it across, is that you need to have at least a running business. We encourage we encourage women and youth to apply for this. Number one. Number two is that we encourage businesses that are in the green economy, businesses that are in the IT sector, businesses that are, innovative, like you can see innovation in them. So those are the kind of businesses that we're really looking up to supporting. And it's very simple. You just sign up and then we get back to you for a few questions here and there.
What is the green economy? Maybe I'm in the green economy and I don't know. What is that business that is around the green economy?
So green economy, mostly these are businesses that are that are looking forward to, minimizing on waste and just maintaining the climate or the environment at large. So any business that has the component of probably waste management, that are trying to look at how can they minimize on the kind of waste that is going into the environment, or how are they maximizing on the waste to create impactful products or services. We can put that under the green economy sector.
All right. We were talking about entrepreneurship, and one big mistake or one thing that entrepreneurs miss when they are getting into the world of business.
Just one.
Okay. Like kuna ile moja alafu sema hizo zingine.
Thank you, because there are so many things that entrepreneurs really do wrong when they are starting. So, but the main one I can say is them not being able to do adequate market research, being able to define their target audience, and just not understanding their needs.
But if I'm selling water, I'm selling water to everyone. So you tell me I'm targeting an audience. How am I targeting? You want me to say 18 to 20, but maybe nauzia kila mtu maji. So how do you tell me to target my audience in such a scenario?
So even water business, it also depends like how you have designed that product that you want to put it into the market. Of course, not everyone would go maybe for Dasani or for Rian water. People have different tastes. People have different preferences. So you must do market research to authenticate what kind of products that my clients would really want. Yes, it is water, but what needs to be in that water for it to attract my customers? Like, for example, there are clients who don't like bottled water, you know, plastic bottled water. So what alternative of packaging can you come up with to attract this particular customer segment that does not really enjoy taking water from a plastic bottle? And then, of course, there are clients who also don't prefer, you know, just taking water anyhowly, depending with the kind of packaging that you have used. So you need to identify all these things, all these factors before you start off that particular business. Otherwise, it may fail. So that is really a major aspect, because in business, you must do adequate market research. You must understand what are the needs of your customers. You need to understand what are the market demands. So when you are good at that, then when you're bringing in the product into the market, then it ensures you a positive aspect of you making it in your sales. But if you don't do that, things might go wrong. Something else is that most entrepreneurs always begin, but they have this mindset that they might fail. They are very afraid even to just start off, or even when they start off, they know things might not work out. So that phobia in them also contributes to businesses also not going well. Another aspect could be that most entrepreneurs do not have a business plan. You're starting something, but you don't have a plan for it. Probably you're just starting because somebody else is doing well in that business, but you don't want to know what processes he or she has gone through to be where he is. So you need to do proper business plan for your business. Understand what kind of product are you bringing in, what innovations can you bring in so that you stand out in the market, how competitive can your products be in the market. So all these things entrepreneurs need to understand from the word go before they start off. Otherwise, if they start off without doing all these basic things, sustainability may be an issue there. Yes.
And then that is where Nia Ventures come in,
Yes.
to offer the training that you need to scale your business or to sustain your business.
Absolutely.
Right? And in your years of experience, I believe mentorship is key in entrepreneurship, or
Yes.
that's just a perception I have. You have to confirm. So as Nia, how do you'll take me through a program, but will I get someone to mentor me through the journey, or how is it going to be when I enroll with Nia or when I register with through a training with Nia Ventures?
So when you enroll for a training at Nia Ventures, you get, first of all, to go through our incubation program, where we take you through the 12 weeks training. We introduce you to the world of entrepreneurship. We introduce you to how you can do your marketing, how you can do your sales, how you can do your financial, how you can do your finances in terms of record keeping, bookkeeping. We introduce you to innovation. What ways can you innovate around that product that you are having, that you can come up with something creative about it so that it's able to get traction in the market. So we take you through 12 weeks of modules training. After you're done with that, we have a component, we call it the business advisory. So businesses that have been through the incubation, they go through the business advisory program, where now this one is tailor-made depending with the kind of products or services that an entrepreneur is doing. So we have coaching, we have mentorship still under the business advisory program. So when entrepreneurs have gone through the business advisory program, we have our impact accelerator that now supports these entrepreneurs that have this you can see the potential. If they get some little support in terms of funding, they can be able to do good in the market. So they are taken now to the Impact Accelerator, where now they go through the investment readiness program to prepare them when they get this investment. Will it sustain them? How, what change will it bring into their businesses? So we have 3 programs that,
you'll have to go through.
Exactly. Incubation basically is just training, mentorship, and some bit of coaching. And then when you go to the business advisory, this is tailor-made now, because this is a different category. This entrepreneur who is under the advisory, he's already doing something. He is focused that entrepreneurship is what he wants to pursue. And we look into his business plan, we look into his books, and we're able to advise. And when we see he's really good and he has the potential, now he goes for the financial support through the accelerator program. Now the Impact Accelerator program. So here is when now he's being prepared for funding, and he's being prepared on how to use the funds well. And there's a lot of monitoring that happens there, so that when you get this funding, you are not misusing it, but you're using it for the right purpose.
Great. Now, let me tell you. There's something that I've never understood. You might have a very quack idea, but the way you present it, people will buy. But you can have the best idea, but I think somehow in your presentation, sijui ni wapi kunenaga wrong. So how, as an entrepreneur, do you train on storytelling? Because at this point I've seen people selling nothing and it sells, and then someone is selling the best of, he can literally save the world, but people will not buy from you. What goes, ni karata gani inachezangu hapo juu sijawahi elewa?
So I think that one also depends with the person. But during our incubation program, we also train you on how to pitch your product. So the best pitch usually wins. That's very true. Like you've mentioned, somehow if you're able to present it well, it may get attention of the investors, even if the idea doesn't seem to be working. Yeah, but we do train entrepreneurs on how to do a good pitch deck that they can present to investors. And also for us, before you get the funding, before you get all this kind of support, we also do needs analysis. We visit you on the ground to identify, are you really in this business, or are you just somebody who knows how to pitch and that's it? We do field work thoroughly to ensure that whoever that you want to support is already doing something on the ground. We don't want to be caught by surprise. You are giving people money, yet there's nothing that they're doing, but they are good at paperwork or pitching. Yes. So for us, anybody who is coming and they want to get this funding, we must see
what they are doing.
Exactly.
Oh, that is great. That is great. And you see, is it that NIA is focusing on the business, on the already existing businesses, or is there a program that you'll bring where now you'll focus on just people who have an idea and that's it?
So at the moment, we're focusing mainly on entrepreneurs who are already running businesses. We mentioned at least if you have been in the business for 1 month up to around 2 years, this is somebody who has already figured out the idea. So when they are coming for the incubation, we just want to restructure, to model, to just look at the business model, to give our opinion and to share our experience with them, and just for us to look at it keenly or deeply, so that they're able to focus on that particular journey that they want to do, they want to go on. So for us, right now, we're really focusing on entrepreneurs who are really doing something. But we also have an exception, though it's not that much, of entrepreneurs who have these big ideas. They're able to, somebody is able to share with you that idea, and you are seeing the potential of that idea working. But that one depends. It must really be a unique idea.
Now, I wanted to ask, which is the big idea?
This one must be a unique idea for a fact. The one thing we just want to to motivate entrepreneurs to start from somewhere first. You know, you might be having this big idea, but you see, big idea cannot just kick off right now. Like it's a process.
Yeah.
So if they go through our incubation program, still they're having that big idea in mind, but they're starting small.
Yes.
And then bit by bit, they're able to grow. They're able to go through all these three programs that I've mentioned. Then at the end of the day, after some time, you find that they're able to achieve that big idea that they had already had in mind.
True. Daylene, we were talking about entrepreneurship, and I just want to understand, compared to other countries, how are we as a country when it comes to entrepreneurship? Are we getting it right? Are we just starting? How are we as a country when it comes to entrepreneurship?
I think in Africa, as a country, we are doing well. I think most of us, maybe if you are watching the news, we've seen most of the startups in Kenya gaining international recognition and also getting funds. So I think Nigeria, Kenya, and a bit of South Africa, I think for us, we are really doing well. If I'm to rate, maybe we could be around number 3, somewhere there, or even number 2. I think we are really competing effectively. Yes. I think as a country, Kenya, if I'm not wrong, it's known as the hub of Africa. You know, most of the things are taking place in Kenya. So we are so proud about that. And with the programs that are coming in, young people are able to embrace and they're able to do something with them. That's really gives us a milestone, a milestone in terms of entrepreneurship and how and where we are heading to.
Yeah, that is in Africa. Internationally,
internationally, we are still doing well, I guess.
Yeah,
we are doing well.
So, what can we do to get better results? If in Africa tunaweza sema tuko number 3, mbona tusikuwe number 1? Nini hiyo tutafanya tukuwe number 1?
I think what we can do well, maybe the government can come in and support entrepreneurs fully with the skills, the opportunities also, and also with the grants.
All right.
I think that one can really facilitate major growth of entrepreneurs in Kenya. Even the private sector can also come in handy to just work together to ensure that the different ideas that are coming in from entrepreneurs are able to scale up. They're able to get the right support. Sometimes one of the hindrances in the world of entrepreneurship is that people have good ideas, but there's no one to market those ideas. There's no one to hold their hands. So they lack the opportunity to gain that milestone. So if we're able to come together and work together as the private sector and also the government to do their part, I think we're going to see a lot of changes. We're going to see businesses expanding. And also one of the major hindrances in terms of the young entrepreneurs is that you find that most of them, they give up because the kind of situations we find ourselves in, the tough economy, lack of mentorship, lack of coaching, they really find themselves going away from their initial ideas, and that really derails development. Yes, so I think if all the stakeholders can come together and work as a team and just to understand what potential is there in this nation, then I think we can do things right and we can find positive results.
Yes. Okay. As we wind up, what is NIA going to do in the near future? You saw what I did there. What is NIA's plan in the near future? Good.
I like that. So NIA Ventures' future plan is to actually grow entrepreneurs in this sector, in different sectors, and also we are looking forward to creating a household name for ourselves by creating or by growing entrepreneurs who can make real impact, and also providing for job opportunities for so many young people. Right now, we're talking about young people being able to create their own jobs and employing other young people. So we hope that for our future projects, we shall be able to see young people who have gone through our programs being able to establish their own ventures and employing others to work for them. And those that come in also are able to think beyond the box and also establish their own ventures. At the end of the day, we'll be supporting the government in reducing the unemployment rates that we are seeing in this country. Yeah.
Is that a USP?
Sorry?
Is that a unique selling point?
Yes.
Really? I got it right.
To create employment opportunities.
I got it right.
Startups.
Thank you so much, darling.
Thank you
for hanging around and talking to us about entrepreneurship and of course about Nia Ventures. If you'd love to register your business as a part of the Boost Plus program, right?
Yes.
Please visit Close the Gap social media handles and of course also at Nia Ventures on LinkedIn. Is there another social media platform apart from LinkedIn?
Facebook.
And Facebook. Nia Ventures on Facebook and LinkedIn. And of course, can we follow you to get these updates?
Absolutely.
At Daylin.
Yes. So you can follow me on my LinkedIn, Daylin Bichanga. You can follow me on Instagram, Daylin Darling. You can also follow me on Facebook, Daylin Bichanga. Yes.
All right. So make sure if you have a business or if you have an idea or you're thinking about the whole entrepreneurship thing, just follow Nia Ventures because they have a lot in store for you, and as they grow, they want to grow with you.
You're listening to Blue Radio, bringing the vibe.